Hi, Cancer. My name is Alyssa, and welcome to Eclectic Duality. Hi, Cancer. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Cancer for the month of May. But as usual, keep in mind that energy is fluid, time is an illusion, roles can be reversed, and this may not be your story. And that's okay. There's so many amazing readers out there. One of them will resonate with you. And if you don't like the story that comes out in this reading, change the outcome. It is that simple. You have the power in your life, Cancers. These cards are simple advice. All right, let's get right into it. So, Cancer, when I tapped into your energy, I basically imagine you guys walking out of a cave and then just stretching your legs and stretching your arms, feeling the sunshine on your skin, breathing in the fresh air. So a lot of you, I think you were pulled into your shell. You were basically hiding in your shell or simply just kind of wait out to this period of anxiety, this high emotional state that a lot of people are in. I think a lot of you were just trying to avoid that. So you pulled into your shell and said, I'll just wait this out. It didn't really seem like you were scared. You just went, oh, yeah, I'm just going to wait this out. This is no fun. I'm not enjoying all this anxiety that other people are projecting, and I just want to pull into my shell and be comfortable and be comforted. So for some of you, you pulled into your shell on your own, and for some of you, you pulled your loved ones into your shell with you, and you guys just enjoyed the time together. So it's actually really positive, and you guys basically just went, oh, things are looking up. Let's just emerge from the shell. Let's come out of the cave and test the waters and see how things are going, and if there's still a lot of negative emotion out there, we'll go back into the shell, but at least we can stretch our legs. That's kind of what it feels like, Cancer. All right, let's start pulling some cards here. Lots of cards already. What can my Cancer people expect in the month of May? There's a lot of cards. I just had one flip in here. I could have swore. Oh, there we go. This is some dramatic energy for the for the peace and calm I was feeling. Wow. I gotta admit, Cancer, I'm a little speechless. Can you see this spread? Okay, so this is wow. So I have the Tower, the Fool in reverse, the Devil, the Two of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Swords, Judgment, Ten of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Cancer, I'm going to take a minute and just kind of look at these cards because this is a lot of energy. This is life-changing energy, Cancer. So actually, I see this as really positive. So I feel like there's going to be this moment in May where something that you've been attached to, something that's been a pivotal point in your life currently, it's there's something about it that's going to come crashing down. There's going to be a moment that's going to be very dramatic. There's going to be a light show. It's going to be a pretty big moment. It's not going to be comfortable at all, but there's going to be an ending to whatever that thing is, okay? But it's something that you felt chained to, something that wasn't meant for you, something that actually was a bit of a toxic connection or toxic situation. It didn't bring you happiness, and you might not have realized it. It might have just seemed like to you what you needed to do in order to have stability. It might have seemed like this was just the person that you were going to end up with. There was something about you just, basically accepting your fate, Cancer. That's kind of what I feel, is you were accepting your fate. Sorry, guys. I feel like that's the big message here. For some of you, that's a person. For some of you, that's a situation or a job or even a place. But there was something you just accepted as your future, and it wasn't yours. It wasn't something that was gonna bring you happiness anyway, and so it basically just crumbled. because the universe went, nope, this isn't for you. I see you're not going to let go, so we're going to let lightning strike this tower and it's going to crumble. And now you're going to be forced to move forward into something healthier. And you're really going to realize the truth in that. You know, in this judgment card here, this is interesting because I almost feel that if this is about a relationship that you're currently in, or someone that you've been attached to romantically, or if you just have love for them or care for them even in platonic fashion, this is going to crumble. And then I see someone from your past coming back and you realizing that that was your happiness all along. That's so interesting, Cancer. That's so interesting. For some of you, and some of you are not going to like to hear this, but you'll know if it resonates or not. For some of you, this is an ex coming back, and you're going to realize that's where your happiness was. For some of you, it's a friend from your past, and you're going to realize that's where your happiness was. And for some of you, this was someone you might have had some kind of romantic connection with, but it didn't manifest fully, and that's going to come back around, and now is the right timing for you guys. And what's lovely about this connection is basically, if you felt like you were the giver in your relationship, you're gonna feel what it's like to receive in this connection. This other person who comes back is gonna give to you in ways that you're not used to, and you're gonna have this new passionate start with them. You know, oh my goodness, I feel like you're gonna give them a passionate start, and you're gonna, and yeah, I feel like it's gonna be reciprocal. That you guys are gonna feel very passionate about each other, and I think you're gonna let go of control, and you're gonna let go of this past situation that really wasn't meant for you anyway. And like I said, this doesn't have to be romantic. This could have to do with a career, a job, a place, a situation. Something not meant for you is going to be taken away, and something that maybe you felt passionate about in the past, or something that you really enjoyed in the past but didn't manifest fully, is going to come back around, and now the timing is perfect for it to really bring in the emotional fulfillment that you're looking for. That's so beautiful, Cancer. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, Cancer. So, in my zodiac reads, I normally would just do one huge general message and I would just keep pulling cards for that general message. But I feel like we weren't getting into the nitty gritty of the specific areas of your life that really impact the energy for you in everyday life. So I'm going to try a new format here, and definitely let me know if you guys like this. So first, we're going to pull cards to really talk about your career, your financial stability, your stability in general, your home life. You know, what's that going to be like for you in the month of May? What can my Cancer people, my Cancerians, expect in regards to their finances, career, stability in the month of May? Oh, that's beautiful energy, Cancer. So I basically see that with that Page of Cups, Hierophant in reverse, the Nine of Swords in reverse, Five of Wands in reverse, and the Lovers, I feel like a connection that was, or a situation, like in this case, it would be either a home situation or a work situation. There was a lot of turbulence, a lot of stress and anxiety. And with that Hierophant in reverse, I feel like there was a lot of injustice, maybe judgment, and maybe the dark side of, how do I put this? It feels like an acceptance of how things are without growth. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of how it feels. Like there was no ability to grow here. There was no real stability. It was almost like just accepting things as they were and not looking deeply into the issue. So I really feel like that's really going to end. I feel like you're no longer going to give to those situations. And if this is the situation that is not meant for you with that tower moment, you're not going to be able to give energy to it anyway. But I feel like a lot of you guys have been pouring out all of your emotional waters to this situation. Okay. And that's going to end pretty quickly in the month of May or around the month of May, because like I always say, time is an illusion and energy is fluid. We're all on our own path. We are on our own timetables, all of that. So just keep that in mind. But I basically see that, in your career there's been a lot of anxiety involved with that, or with your stability, a lot of anxiety, which makes sense with everything going on in the world. But once again, I just get this feeling that this is gonna forcibly end. Okay. All right, Cancer. So now we're going to pull some cards talking about the platonic connections you have in your life. So your friends, your family, your coworkers, your boss, your followers. We have followers. What can my Cancerians expect in the month of May in regards to their platonic relationships? How are they going to jive with other people? That is interesting. This is going to be a big month for you, Cancer. We've had so many major arcana come out. Yeah, this is some deep energy. So although I see that all of this is going to be for your highest good, it's going to be uncomfortable as hell, Cancer. I got to keep it real. It's going to be so uncomfortable when it first happens, because your life will be just in disarray. It'll be in an uproar, but you're going to get through just fine, Cancer. You will. You absolutely will. This is so basically you basically wait out this time of anxiety. You're in your shell. You step out of the cave, out of your shell, and things look good. So you decide to walk back into the world, and then boom, tower moment. Oh my gosh, Cancer. So with the death in reverse and the wheel of fortune in regards to your connections. I feel this is interesting. I feel like this, that there's a new cycle coming. And I think that your connections with other people platonically are going to be highly affected by this tower moment. This very well could be about a relationship for you guys. It could be, a romantic partner that you're ending things with, or that's forcibly ended. Or it could be a friend that you've really been attached to, and that friendship is forcibly ended in some capacity. Could be a family member who you've had obviously your family, so you have a connection, but you end things. There's a connection that highly impacts a lot of your friendships. It could be that a lot of your friends are at work, if this tower moment's about work, but I feel like that your platonic connections are going to be highly affected by this tower moment. So you might find that, gosh, Cancer, you might find that you lose some connections in this tower moment, because they stick behind with that other person or situation that's removed from you. In some cases, this could be about choosing sides. But what I want you to know, Cancer, is the people who are meant to stay in your life will stay in your life. Okay? So don't worry about losing any of these connections. Obviously, it can be difficult, especially when you feel close to somebody. But what I'm seeing is that you're still going to have the fulfilling, stable connections that are meant to stay. Okay, so if you're separated from somebody, if someone walks away from you, or if you feel like you lose some friendships, when this tower moment happens, just know that it happened for a reason. Okay. All right, Cancer. So now we're going to pull cards for you in regards to romance. So what can my Cancerians expect in the month of May in regards to romance? Nothing's really wanting to come out here. I really feel, Cancers, that this is going to be about, it's going to be less about romance in the month of May, and it's going to be more about just finding stable ground. Like I said, I got that energy that if this is romantic, that there's someone from your past. Okay, so like I said, I don't feel like romance is going to be your center focus in the month of May, but you are going to have it come in. So I have religious factors in reverse, new love, and unrequited love in reverse. So this is actually with that new love and unrequited love in reverse, that is beautiful because that basically means that someone's going to come in the month of May and the feelings will be reciprocal. There's not going to be unrequited love. You both will show up for each other, at the same time, and it will be the right time, and you guys will both be on the same page, which is so beautiful, Cancer. With that religious factors in reverse, I feel, and actually, this is interesting because I kind of feel like that's connected to the Hierophant in reverse. If this is someone from your past returning, which is what I felt really strongly, you might not have manifested anything with this person because of something in regards to your religious upbringing, or just your upbringing in general. If you were raised to believe that, a certain way was the only right way, there might have been something about that you brought into your adult life, and that actually affected this connection in the past. And if this resonates, you'll know what I mean. I feel like that's different across the board. For some of you, it's literally religion, that maybe you have one religion and this other person has another religion, and that really made you discount them as an option because you just didn't think it would work because of the the huge differences in regards to belief systems. Okay. And it doesn't have to be religion. It also could be about values of some sort, something that was very different, and you just didn't think that you guys would be able to align. Cancers, whether or not you want children or not, you guys are very paternal and maternal beings. Okay. So you'll find that most cancers, you guys, if you don't have children or don't want children, you have fur babies. Okay. So there's something about, Cancerians where they thrive in settings where they take care of others in that kind of parental capacity, or in that nurturing capacity is more accurate. So I feel like that might have been a huge thought process for you when you were really considering this person in the past. Okay, or why you might have not considered them in the past, is there was some part of you that thought if you had children in the future with this person, it just wasn't going to work out because of those differences. Or it could be just as simple as you didn't think a partnership would work with them because of those differences. There's something about differences here. And what I'm seeing is when this person comes back around, that will no longer be an issue for some reason. So that's really beautiful too. Divine timing is everything. It really, really is. For those of you who are in a relationship and that's not what's dissolving, if this is more like another situation, another connection with somebody else, a career that has that tower moment, and your romantic relationship is actually really positive, really stable, really strong, then what I see is that any conflict issues that you guys have been having, as a couple, and it might have to do with religious issues, or religious upbringing, or values that you were taught as a child, that kind of thing. I basically see that you guys resolve those differences and you really evolve your love life with your partner, which once again super beautiful. So whether you're single or you're in a relationship, I see this being a pretty beautiful month for you romantically. In regards to the last part of the month, I feel like the first part of the month it's going to be uncomfortable, turbulent, but by the end of May, you're going to have some beautiful options, and it's going to be really positive. But I do feel once again that romance is not going to be your main focus for the month of May. All right, Cancer. So I'm going to get a couple cards from the Healing Star Submerged deck and just give you a couple words of advice to close out this reading. So I have be willing to listen and learn as well as talk and teach. It does not matter what they say or think about you. We all get this one life. Don't waste it balking, walking backwards. Keep going. Things will get better. Yeah. Yeah, I think that with that, be willing to listen and learn as well as talk and teach. It's important to realize that this is one of those moments of metamorphosis. You know, with this tower moment, it's going to be about evolution, evolving, becoming a new person, becoming that butterfly because you've been forced to. It's time to transform the situation. So it's really saying that you need to be open and flexible to the things that arise. And one of the best ways to do that is to also be open to advice and guidance from people who truly care about you and are there to help support you through this pretty turbulent, moments that you're looking at dealing with that, it does not matter what they say or think about you. Once again, I feel like those platonic connections that are connected to this tower moment, it might be difficult because, like I said, there might be some level of choosing sides. It does not matter what they think or say about you. It does not matter. It does not affect how wonderful you are. You are not less worthy just because they're mad at you. You are not less beautiful just because they have this opinion of you, okay? Just keep that in mind, Cancer. You do not lose even an iota of your self-value just because they are spreading, their aggression about you or their irritation about you or how they feel like you wronged the other party. If that's the case, just know that their opinion does not factor into your self-worth, beauty, and value. Just know that, Cancer. You are an incredible being of light who deserves love, happiness, and fulfillment. And whatever the situation was, it was not going to bring you that, okay? We all get this one life. Don't waste it walking backwards, okay? This situation had to end because it wasn't going to help fulfill the rest of your path, okay? And the best thing you can do is recognize, with this Ace of Swords that kind of came up earlier, recognize that this was not meant for you. See the truth in the situation, allow yourself to grieve and mourn that and release it, okay? By dwelling on it, by dwelling on what you lost, what could have been, all of that, that can cause that walking backwards effect. And you'll really have some more challenges to overcome because you caused some blockages and you lost some of your progress. So just keep that in mind, Cancer, that it's best to allow yourself to feel it, to grieve, to mourn, take time to yourself, do some self-care, and then release it and let go of control on the outcome here. And keep going. Things will get better. Beautiful way to end that reading. All right, Cancer. I love you guys so much. And please like, share, and subscribe. And comment down below and let me know if this resonates with you. Have a wonderful May. Bye.